Are you ready for me to share with you some of my favorite perennial cut flowers from the garden? Now, here's why I love them. They produce tons of blooms. They come back every year. They're great in arrangements. They're super hardy. You don't have to do a bunch of special stuff to get them to last in the vase. Let me give you a tour of the garden and show you some of my favorites. Okay, let's walk through the garden. Another perennial that you need is the chocolate Cosmo. This flower is so amazing because it actually smells like chocolate. It's bizarre. I don't actually understand how, but the plant comes back bigger and bigger each year. It's almost like a tuber that you're going to plant in the ground, and you leave it in the ground and it comes back bigger each year. And the beautiful thing is with these, the more that you cut the flowers, the more that it will bloom. So you want to be out here cutting the flowers as much as possible, deadheading it so that it can just continue to send up more and more buds. Another one of my favorite perennial cut flowers is the Japanese Anemone. It is so delicate and beautiful. The buds are gorgeous even before they open. The little pods, look at how beautiful that little bud is before it opens. So gorgeous. And one of the reasons that I love it is that the leaves are beautiful in arrangements. You need to plant it. Okay, back over into this patch of the garden. You must plant Scabiosa, or sometimes they're called pincushion. This little bloom is so very delicate, and then once the petals drop, it becomes this gorgeous seed pod. And the seed pods look amazing in arrangements. The blooms look amazing in arrangements. And every year the plant gets bigger and bigger. It comes back on its own. All you need to do is cut the flowers so that it will continue to send up new growth. But of course, you want to leave the flowers on after they bloom so that you can get these amazing seed pods. Use the seed pods in arrangements, or you can let them dry out and you will have more seeds to plant more flowers or to share with your friends. Back here in this corner of the garden, there's 3 more perennials I want to show you. One of them is called Verbena. It's this purple flower that is back here. It grows really well in full sun. This patch doesn't get as much sun, but still loves it. When it's in the full sun, it will get 4 to 5 feet tall. It's this beautiful, lush, kind of like a background in your garden. And it has the sweetest little purple flowers. The butterflies and bees love it, and it does so well in garden bouquets. Next one is the coneflower, or echinacea. It comes in so many different colors. Here's one that's like a purple variety. There's one that has this green petals. There's even a smaller one here that is a little bit more yellow. We have a white one. It is gorgeous, and every year the plant comes back bigger and with more blooms. And the flowers last for so long in your garden, and they're super hardy and last for a really long time when they're cut and put in a bouquet. The last one in this patch is the Rudbeckia, or you might have heard it called black-eyed Susans. But there's so many different varieties that have different colorings. There's a cappuccino one that's kind of red, and then there's these that have a bit more of that red center. You can see this one is another variety here. It's a little bit deeper color. But the Rutabekia spreads and fills out an area so well, comes back on its own every year. The cut flowers do amazing in bouquets. They're super hardy. Another one of my faves. And the last perennial that I want to show you is the Gooseneck Loosestrife. I cut a bunch of blooms off it about a week or so ago, but it usually fills this space, comes back bigger every year, does so well in cut bouquets, is super hardy. notice that with every single one of those perennials, I said it comes back every year. That's what a perennial is. You don't have to replant it. It gets bigger every year. Amazing. You plant one plant and then you get more and more blooms every year. They're hardy in arrangements, which is so good because it's not fun to cut a flower and then have it die right away. You want it to last for a while, and you want it to be sturdy, and you want it to fill your garden with blooms. And every single one of these also attracts bees and butterflies, which is what I love so much about the garden, because we need those bees and butterflies. They pollinate everything, and it makes it such a magical space. So now you're ready. You can go buy the plants. You could get the seeds and start them yourself. Get a little cutting from a friend, or have them split a plant. Find a patch full of sunshine and plant some flowers. You will never be disappointed that you did.